Shalom, this is your brother Arya. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, all powers, all glory, and all honors unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Bahashem, Rakaha Kodash. Double honors and double praises as well to the elect, to the 144,000 elect men and hopeful elect men that are scattered across the four corners of the earth from the 12 tribes of Yasharallah, and to the elders and apostles and bishops and brothers of the great millstone who teach and rule well, and sincere Akyam and Akwat that are tuning in, and to you new believers, I say Shalom. So in today's lesson, we're regarding why you left the truth, and I have two precepts regarding towards this topic. So in Luke 9:62 in the KJV, and Yahushua said unto him, no man having put his hand into the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom. And yeah, that's true. And lately, I've been watching some videos online on the elders and apostles and brothers channels on YouTube, and on these people talking about leaving the truth and going back into the world, even denouncing themselves that they're not Hebrew Israelites anymore, and going back to whatever bugged out state that they're in or religion that they used to follow. And it goes to show pertaining in Proverbs 26:11 and the KJV, as a dog returneth into his vomit, so a fool returneth to his folly. So really, for those who left the truth, we're not gonna lose sleep because of you, right? For leaving the truth. The elders and apostles and brothers in the great millstone and associations' main goal is to prophesy out there, right? Either in the highways and the byways or even on the internet. And as what the elder apostles say, if you can't get it, then we're moving on. Roughly paraphrasing, right? Either way, if you decide to leave the truth, it's not meant for you. And really, you marked yourself for some heavy and severe consequences for leaving the truth. Alright? Because the Lord Yahushua, or even the Lord Yahushua, has set you up to be judged that way. Either way, you should have not learn the truth if you don't know what you're getting into, right? And to add, you really can't denounce yourself that you're no longer a Hebrew Israelite. First of all, we're a nation, and we'll get that definition in on the etymology, right? So we'll go here to bear with me. Nation. So a nation, noun, and we'll try to get the meat of it. A race of people, a large group of people who with common ancestry and language, right? Birth, rank, descendants, relative, country, homeland, birth, origin, breed, stock, kind, species. A race of people, tribe, that's which has been born, right? Be born, give birth, beget, and a race of people, an aggression, aggregation, a person of same ethnic family, speaking the same language, a political society composed of government and subjects, citizens consulting political even, an organized community inhabiting a defined territory which is sovereignty is exercised. But I think the meat of it is like a breed, a race of people, a tribe, right? And so really, we're not a group or a cult of what you people say. We're a nation, you damn fools, right? Damn fools, right? talking to those who just left the truth, and to the 2/3 and Christians that are out there, right? Out there. So it's impossible to denounce yourself as a Hebrew Israelite when it's in your bloodline. So hey, what I said, like I said, what I said, if you left the truth, just know that you marked yourself for judgment, pertaining in Ecclesiasticus or Sirach 2:14. Woe unto you who have lost patience, and what will ye do when the Lord Yahweh Shai visit you? So yeah, ask yourself, what will you do when the Lord visits you and you left the truth? Simply put, you'll be deleted. And right? You'll be deleted and on a day of judgment. And personally, I don't want the Lord Yahweh Shai Yahweh crosshairs on my head. Right? And pertaining crosshairs is like those scopes and those firearms and such forth, right? I don't want to be on that side of the Lord, right? Like, I want to be on the Lord's side no matter what. So I just need to fear the Lord Yahweh Shai daily. And I have no reason to go back into this world, right? There's no point in going back to this world when you know that this damn wicked world is just coming to an end. To me, and like my brothers, this isn't living. And I hope that Lord's will, I'm one of the elect men out there, and Lord's will that the elders and apostles and brothers much alike are, that we all shall be saved through Yahweh Shai. So in Matthew 12:44 and 45 in NLT, then it says, I will return to the person I came from. So returns and finds its former home empty and swept and in order. Then the spirit finds 7 other spirits more evil than itself, and they all enter the person and live there. So that person's and so that person is worse off than before. That will be the experience of this evil generation. So the thing is, for you 2/3 who had left the truth, why would you even want to go back to this world? Why go back to this wicked, filthy kingdom? But I guess, in truth, like I said, it's not for you. And you should you should have not learned the truth and know what you're getting into, right? Being part of this truth is a serious matter, and you need to commit yourself daily to the Lord Yahweh Shai, right? By reading scriptures, watching lessons and learning from the lessons, and even doing videos. And to me, going back to this world is pointless. And to be honest, sooner or later, I just repeated myself, right? But we'll go again, and yeah. And sometimes we gotta repeat ourselves, right? And yeah, like sooner or later, this world's just gonna be gone and done away with, right? And really, being in this faith, you learn a lot. You gain a lot of knowledge from things you learn, from taking natural herbs, and knowing how to be a godly man, right? Rather than knowing the knowledge of this wicked world. I'd rather serve the Lord Yahweh Shai than this world, and to be honest with you. Because in James 4:4 and NLT, you adulterers, don't you realize that friendship with the world makes you an enemy of God, or Yahweh Shai? And I say again, if you want to be a friend of this world, I'll say it again, if you want to be a friend in this world, you make yourself an enemy of Yahweh Shai. So do you really want to be an enemy of Yahweh Shai? And that's the question. Like, to me, no. But those who had left the truth, you made yourself an enemy to Yahweh Shai. And judgment is upon you. The Lord is going to bring judgment upon you. And it's frightening to even think of. Right? And you never know when the Lord Yahweh Shai will judge you. Right? And Yahweh is going to take his time at the right moment to bring that judgment upon you. So once you go back into the world, you'll not even have a chance to go back into this truth at all. And it really depends on the Lord Yahweh Shai to bring you back in. But it will be impossible. To add, when you leave the truth, whatever evil spirit that was on you came back. And you just opened your spiritual doors for even more demons to come, like as the scripture says, right? That evil spirit just came in like a realtor and said, hey, this vessel's open house, come on in. Right? Just like it says pertaining in Luke 11:26. Then the spirit finds 7 other spirits, even 7 spirits more evil than self, and they all enter that person and live there. And so that person is far off worse than before. So think about why you should not leave the truth, right? To you sincere Akim and Akwat there. Apply the fear of the Lord Yahweh Shai always. Fear him always. Because if you leave, these demons are just going to have really a field day on you. So to fellow brothers and sisters that are part of the truth, if you feel like falling off, just simply pray, fast, and read the scriptures, right? And those are your weapon, right? To fight against these demons, especially praying, right? As one of the scriptures says, pray without ceasing. And really, I don't like to see any fellow brothers that are in the truth fall off. And if they did, it's unfortunate. I have to move on and continue this faith. It sucks, but I myself and other brothers alike are just moving forward towards the kingdom of heaven that Yahushua will establish here on earth. And I guess I'll just close off with this precept, right? Just to keep on fighting. I believe it'll be in like Surah 2. So, my son, if thou serve the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yoshai, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright, and constantly endure. And make not haste of time of trouble. Cleave unto him, and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased in the last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully and be patient, and thou art changed for a low estate. And I'll just we'll read to verse 6. For gold is tried in the fire, acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Believe in him, which is Yahweh Bashem Yeshai, and he will help thee. Order thy way aright, and trust in him. So that'll be all for the lesson. I'd like to close out by giving all praises, all powers, all glory, and all honors unto Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakaha Kodash, Bahashem, Barakatam, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yoshai, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yoshai. Double honors and double praises as well to the elect, to the 144,000 elect men that are scattered across the 4 corners of the earth, and to the elders and apostles and bishops and brothers at the great millstone who teach in Ruel, and to the 144,000 elect, hopeful elect, men that are scattered across the 4 corners of the earth. And I think I repeated myself. That are scattered from the 4 corners of the earth, from the 12 tribes of Yashar Allah. And to the sincere Akyam and Akwat that are tuning in, and to you new believers, I say Shalom. So I'll close out this prayer by saying Shamai, Yasha Allah, Allahai Nawa, Yahweh, Hachad, Shamai, Yasha Allah, Yahweh, Allahai Nawa, Yahweh, Hachad, Shamai, Yasha Allah, Yahweh, Allahai Nawa, Yahweh, Hachad. Abad Babal, Kwam Yasha Allah, and Shalom to the next prayer lesson.